Prince Harry's hopes for royal reconciliation dampened by King Charles' subtle snub. Prince Harry's hopes of mending ties with the royal family have taken another hit after a telling move by King Charles, say royal commentators. Earlier in the month, Harry was in the limelight promoting the Invictus Games, an event he established in 2014. He and his wife Meghan Markle were in Canada at the beginning of February for the 2025 Games, where they were seen affectionately together as spectators. Shortly thereafter, King Charles had a meeting with ex-army captain and parathlete David Henson at Imperial College London's Centre for Injury Studies. Despite David mentioning his participation in the Invictus Games to the King, Charles's response was limited to, "Fantastic," apparently avoiding any deeper discussion about his son or the sporting event. Hello viewers, please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. The interaction was analysed on the Royals with Roya and Kate podcast, where royal experts Roya Nicker and Kate Mancy noted Charles's reaction, commenting, "Now that could have been an opportunity for the king to say, oh yes, they're marvelous or whatever that might be. But he just let that comment go and the conversation continued and the king didn't pick up on that at all. So, I thought that was really interesting, that was an opportunity for the king to acknowledge the Invictus Games with somebody who was front and center of it when it first started, and has been a kind of pin-up for rehabilitation and getting up and getting on with his life and doing incredible things despite having life-threatening, life-altering injuries. That was quite telling. The king just sort of didn't acknowledge the Invictus Games at all. It's been over a year since King Charles last saw Harry, who is now largely estranged from the royal family. Harry returned to London from California in February 2024 following the King's cancer diagnosis, however. Their meeting lasted less than an hour and Harry spent the night in a hotel before flying back home, reports the Mirror. It's believed that Harry is eager to mend fences with his father and brother William, but he faces a challenging task. Royal author Robert Hardman recently told the Daily Beast, "Whatever reconciliation or bridge building happens, it needs to be a three-way process. People keep asking about the king's feelings, but William also has to be on board, which adds complexity. It's tricky, and a situation nobody wants. But whatever the way forward is, it has to work for everybody." Insiders have hinted that Prince William is not inclined to reconcile with his brother due to the numerous incendiary claims Harry has leveled at the royal family. As reported by the Sunday Times, the Prince of Wales is unlikely to forgive Harry anytime soon, particularly struggling to move on from remarks Harry made about Kate. William is unlikely to forgive Harry anytime soon for his slights against Kate in Spare, among them the suggestion she was cold towards Meghan. Those close to William say his brother rarely comes up in conversation. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's epic never-before-seen overwater spa room at $29 million estate. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have treated fans to glimpses around their sprawling Montecito estate via their social media updates and Netflix docuseries, but they have never shown off their tranquil overwater tea house that sits in their garden. In incredible video footage, shared by Luxury Homes, the jaw-dropping feature was showcased. It's a Japanese-style tea house which is situated over a pond, adding a very tranquil feel. The space looks like a spa relaxation room, and we're sure the Zen Den is the perfect place for the couple to unwind. The video racked up over 1,000 comments on YouTube, including one fan likening their mansion to a resort in the Bahamas and another concluding, "Everyone dreams of staying in a mansion like this." The tea house piqued particular interest, with one calling it a beautiful outdoor space. Another penned, "My goodness, that is a beautiful house and grounds. Imagining having drinks or tea by that pond under the shelter." The couple may not have disclosed if this is their forever home or if they will decide to relocate one day. However, We do know that they did everything in their power to secure the sale of the house. We did everything we could to get this house, Meghan told The Cut. The gorgeous property, named Chateau of Riven Rock, also features a rustic kitchen diner, a wine cellar and a games room. Despite the house being jaw-droppingly out of this world, Harry and Meghan's Montecito life appears to be pretty ordinary there, with a very relatable morning routine, hands-on gardening moments and the daily task of tending to the family's chickens. Prince Harry and Meghan left shocked after King Charles got revenge over Spare comments. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex were left disappointed after King Charles chucked them out of Frogmore Cottage after he was criticized by his son in his book and media interviews. Prince Harry and Meghan were left shocked after King Charles enacted his revenge for comments made by his son in his bombshell book Spare. The Duke of Sussex criticized the royal family in his autobiography, as well as giving multiple interviews where he slated how he was allegedly treated. Buckingham Palace stayed silent about Spare, but behind-the-scenes machinations were happening which stripped Harry and his wife of their last remaining home in the UK. In the months after the book was released, he was told that he had to move out of Frogmore Cottage as he was no longer a working royal. According to writer Omid Scobie, rather than releasing a public comment, King Charles made his feelings clear in private, despite not having read a page of the book, just as he refused to watch the Netflix series. Harry and Meghan were contacted by the Keeper of the Privy Purse, Sir Michael John Stevens, who told them they had to leave Frogmore. The reason behind this was that, as they were no longer working royals or based in Britain, they needed to give up the keys to their royal rental. The property had been a wedding gift to the couple from the late Queen Elizabeth, and they had signed a long lease, which was ripped up by Charles. They were given until June 2023 to depart from the property, and they reportedly left on the 29th, with Mr. Scobie describing how the couple felt shocked and disappointed over the request, especially since they had spent £2.4 million on refurbishing it, turning it from 5 rundown staff residences into a large home with a private garden. Harry and Meghan spent just 6 months in the house before moving to North America, although they had planned to keep Frogmore as a UK base. It remains empty at the moment, although Charles wants to move his brother Prince Andrew in there and free up Royal Lodge. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and drop comments. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.